Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. All is self-right. How to practice Siddhadeha is up to half of that. And in Siddhadeha, how to develop astonishment is that.
Why it is said that rasa is the essence, astonishment is the essence of all rasa. Ecco perché dice che lo stupore è l'essenza di tutti i rasa.
Right.
She's asking why, Gurudev. Why? Why is it?
Really? Then you will know. It's no explanation of this. You have to go in to realize this. There is no words to explain that. Mercy is astonishing, surprising, astonished. Wow. When impossible becomes possible in life, you cannot think it starts happening.
Here says that even Krishna cannot imagine the ways that she makes it happen.
Even Krishna is a foreigner. He comes to relish that waves as Satan. He took the mood of Radhika, means took the shelter of Radhika and covered with Radhika, Krishna. That he never go out from that. Radha. This land of Vrindavan is only for this. Listen and meditate peacefully and astonish your time here. Lucky person come to Vrindavan. Unlucky person can be astonished, test the astonishment.
Gurudev, so Rasasara leads to astonishment.
Flow with astonishment, mercy, unconditional love, only love. Full of compassion.
Love is all you need.
And we have to meditate only on that. Then astonishment will start in our life. And we have to Dasi, what is mean Dasi? Who lives in love. Dasi means what boss do, servant do. Boss want to do something, servant do something. Is not service. I have to change my mood as per my boss. Then I follow my boss.
Like a shadow.
Right.
Calm and sane tuning.
This is to tune our This has to be a tuning. Fix our tuning.
The mood of Prema Vaichika means she is with Krishna, but she is confused because she cannot feel him anymore. Because the vilas, the pleasure, the relishment has become prominent that she cannot feel vilasi. She cannot feel him anymore. Then something special happens, that she starts searching for him, and she develops again some special moods in this search that completely astonish Krishna, right? Because he is observing her, he is also feeling her in this.
Sitting in the lap.
Yes, like maybe even in Union Gurudev. Who knows this? But I want to know, is this what he wants to taste, right? Is that what he came to taste at Lord Chaitanya? Yes, because it's like a...
You have to feel it, not explain. Feeling. Ah, yes. Missing the union. The moment. He's missing.
Just like...
Sitting in lap but missing. Yes, yeah.
One of her names is Prema Pagalini. Mad in love.
Only one pointed for me.
And another thing, I'm so sorry, I just want to confirm if my feelings or understanding is right. It seems like you also say that in the beginning it's to come into the mood of the maidservant to come into Manjari Swarup, so it's another mood. And then it seems later on it becomes more thick. And when this thickness of consciousness of like meeting with Radhika in her service, then it seems like also Rati Manjari becomes more bold in her speaking to Radhika. So there's also some kind of development in the relation. Can we say that there's a closeness? Because she says boldly, now that you will meet.
Closeness of love that Manjaris are teaching to her. Like a Narayan Maharaj.
Teaching to Radhika, no?
Narayan Maharaj, Madhav Maharaj is teaching to Narayan Maharaj. No. See? No eating. Talk. Yes. Teaching means closeness. Manjari means who knows your feelings, they become Manjari. It's closeness of love. And Manjari also become angry. Manjari become angry. Dasi become angry to the boss.
Quindi in questo caso Manjari si arrabbia con il boss.
And show the way to boss. This is the love. Love not, boss not showing the way, Dasi is showing the way. Sachi, what she cannot do, they do. This is oneness. There are no merge in one each other, but the feeling are one.
Gurudev, about the 64 special quality of Srimati Radharani, there is some degree of importance or are all equal? About the 64 special quality of Radharani, there are some difference of importance between or all are equal?
All qualities are qualities. And these qualities come to Krishna, come to realize this quality. And Manjari, by oneness, all these qualities comes to Manjari. How much percentage they are close, that qualities, they behave like that. So Manjari can decorate the breast of Radhika. And Krishna also can bless the Radhika. So only two can do this. Other cannot dream this. Means this closeness. Lover is the closest, where no covering is there. And the Manjaris are also close like a baby, mother and baby. They cannot cover with that. Mother-baby relation, friend relation, all relation covered there. this type of closeness. You stand with the Dasi and Krishna. Same relishment. Krishna relish only Radhika. Radhika can see the Krishna only, but the Dasi see both feelings, understand. So who has the highest feeling?
Manjari.
Perché scusa, perché le mangiare
Gopi cannot do this because they are also has a goal to be close with Krishna and close with him. So Radhika cannot do everything in the front of Gopis. But Manjari has no desire for Krishna. So she is most qualified because of that. She is one-pointed with Radhika. No with his boyfriend or lover. No desire. Even touching sometime to Krishna because Radhika said to do this, but no attracting. Even the Kam Gayatri is this meditation. Read 16 Vilakusumanjali. He said, I want to wake him up. I don't want that he goes for rest. And I cannot do. Can you help me? How to wake him up? I don't know. This is Kama Gayatri meditation.
Can we say, Gurudev, that the rati of the maidservant is also inspiring the rati of Radhika and of Krishna?
Radhika rati inspired to Manjari. Not Manjari's rati inspired to Radhika. But after deepness, they each other inspire to each other.
That is Tadyatmik.
That is Bhava Ullasrati. Sambhogatmika. And Tat Bhavatmika. And Bhava Ullasrati. There are three types of rati.
This is the merging, Gurudev. It's not intention, it is the merging of this oneness in this service. Right?
Explain. Kama Sambhogatmika rati, tat bhav ullas rati, tat Ikshamai and bhav ullas rati. Explain.
You can.
No, explain why you forget.
I can try, Gurudev, please.
Yeah.
You help me, I try as best I
Yeah.
can. So Sambhogicha Atmika is when the Sakis of Radhika, they also have this desire to
This is only with
gopis, the friends of Radhika.
no. This is only Chandravali.
Yes. Oh, even the rival party. Vipaksha group.
Kamak
They
only want to fulfill their desire.
they have the service also,
Però anche loro hanno un sogno.
because they are also
Cioè queste
Radhika's expansion. Their service is to,
The main goal is this.
yes, they go, but it's also service to it.
Anche questo è il servizio.
Yeah, service, but this is the goal of their service.
They want to, yes, they have the strong desire to meet with Krishna separately from Radhika. So
And catch for
yes,
myself.
they catch Krishna. They enhance the lila like this.
What is the Leela enhancement? I don't know that side.
For me,
But this is this. Wow.
but this is love. Yes. I try
Well,
to,
their enhancement is good.
yes,
Can we say devotion to enjoy personally with Krishna? Some
Yeah.
technique.
Sambhogatmika.
Personally want to enjoy.
Only Sambhogatmika.
yes.
And Tattva Bhavichatmika.
This is,
Gopis.
these are the Sakis, the friends, very close friends of Radhika, like Vishoka, and Lalita, and Chitra,
That's
Champakalata.
how you do, I want to do that.
They know exactly. They are so close to Radhika, and they know exactly that Srimati Radhika is the highest Madhanakya Mahabhav, and they want to bring them together because they know this is the highest thing that can happen, but also they want to be together with Krishna.
And Bhaulatarati, the flowers,
The
we
bud-
come and the birds are dancing. That is Bhaulatarati.
Babulas Ratis, the manjaris who are serving Radhika by, all the services that we just heard, they feel the same as Radhika. Like in the verse of Ujjvala Vilapa Kushmanjali. And they are not in their dreams, they are dreaming about Krishna or own relationship. They are fully surrendered to only service of meeting of Radha and Krishna, and they how to bring them together, and only they are in full oneness with Radhika's service.
Oneness in feeling, no?
Yes, in everything they feel, it's they serve. And not in their dreams they have any intentions to have their own separate desire from Radhika. So they have this speciality also. When Radha and Krishna are in their vilas, they feel everything, what they are feeling also. Is this right, Gurudev? They feel everything what both are feeling.
Yeah, right.
So that is a special expertise because they always know what they both
When they are, Manjaris are feeling when the Krishna is with Radhika. And how my Swami is feeling and how he feels, relishing that. And if they are separate, then no. When they are together, then they do. They are then after that she feel only Radha. Yeah.
Jai Ho.
Nita.
Sumana has a question.
Vorrei sbagliare, ma per quello che ho capito il sentimento delle
Se è
mangiari,
molto lunga lo spezziamo.
sì, non so come. Il sentimento delle mangiari è un sentimento così puro verso Radharani e quindi è puro verso come posso dire, cioè disinteressato e quindi diventa un sentimento puro verso la coppia divina. Non so se mi sono spiegato.
Sì, quindi vuole,
Rispetto alle gopi che hanno un interesse verso Krishna.
quindi vuole una conferma.
Sì.
Perché, as far as I have understood, Manjari's feelings are so pure, so avoid of every self-interest that that is for this reason is quite different from gopis' feelings. This is right.
Right.
Questo è giusto.
Yes.
Puro amore.
Only pure love for
Only
Radhika.
selfless,
Si disinteressa,
no self-interest behind
nessun
it.
interesse personale,
Only happiness of them.
soltanto la felicità, la loro felicità.
What a gift of Chaitanya.
Più regalo che ci ha fatto Chaitanya,
Unexpected.
quindi proprio
Astonishment.
Astonishing.
Yes.
Even Srimad Bhagavat is Gopi Bhav. There is no Manjari Bhav.
Anche nello Srimad si parla
Mahaprabhu gift to give Manjari Bhav.
del dono di
If you want to know more deep,
mangiare bava.
gopis, in gopis, what is their categories?
Se voi volete entrare più in
Without
profondità,
Chaitanya, you cannot understand. And without the associate of six Goswami,
senza
Rupa and Raghunath,
Chaitanya,
not possible.
e senza l'associazione di
Only their mercy, some drop can come to us.
dice non c'è possibilità senza
We wait like a bird.
Chakora,
e noi siamo come
Take it and take it.
I live in water.
gli uccelli del cioccolato, che c'è tutto un uccello all'inizio del verso, all'inizio non è molto questo verso dove si dice che
Dying position, but water is here not drinking.
solo l'acqua della pioggia e allora gli segue
That's a chakora. Ready to die but not tasting.
dice sono pronti a morire ma il desiderio solo di secarsi
Only waiting for this water.
quindi aspettano solo
My Swami, mercy.
che ci dà misericordia nella mia Swami. Aspettano.
This is Vrindavan.
Questo è il
Radhe.
That's why we have to be relaxed so mercies come, and if we're not relaxed, then we do.
Impossible.
quindi dobbiamo essere rilassati perché se non siamo
Means I am
rilassati
still in Russia or America or Norway or Croatia
forse siamo
or London.
rilassati vuol dire
If we not arrive here because we not relaxed,
la realizzazione della vita se non siamo rilassati.
I says, take prasad, sleep. Take prasad and sleep.
Dormite, prendete prasad.
How much you will sleep, you are success.
E più dormite,
How much you will
successo.
eat, you will success.
E più mangiate,
How much you have a toilet problem, many times garbage clean, you without any payment of cleaning, you clean yourself. Garbage. More easy to realize.
dice anche che
It's all,
problemi degli
it's distraction. If you clean it, my God, all fresh. The whole thing is gone. blockage is clean. We hold the blockage, right?
Teniamo i blocchi dentro di noi.
And listen. Listen. One drop will come, life will change. Nitai. Anyone, 20 years, 30 years, you practice to calculate the philosophy, how much philosophy you remember.
Avete praticato 20 anni, 30 anni studiando la filosofia.
Philosophy cannot help for spiritual life.
La filosofia non aiuta la vita spirituale.
Remember whole Bible.
Ricordate tutta la Bibbia?
One professor come here.
Un professore è venuto qua una volta.
He is Pandit of Sanskrit. I have no idea of Sanskrit. I cannot read it.
Un pandit di sanscrito.
And he was my professor.
Io non ho le sue idee di sanscrito.
And he knows from the Bhagavad Gita from beginning up to end.
Dice lui conosce
All his slokas. Not only this, from back he can start and bring to the
lui
end
può
first.
iniziare dal fondo e ritornare.
It's also very difficult.
Anche questo è molto difficile. Non ha detto che questo pandit
From the past of his sloka, he remembered that, and one by one from backside he go to the last. You check the book and he can say. One day we are sitting
Un giorno eravamo seduti qua
and he say one sloka.
e ha detto uno sloka in sanscrito.
Sarv dharmana pattajya mam ekam charanam praja. He say, Sarv dharma, leave the all dharma,
Dice lascia tutto
and Krishna is telling, may come to me.
e vieni a me.
I say,
E io vedo
respectfully,
con un grande rispetto.
why Krishna say mam,
Dice
my,
Aham.
and why he say ekam?
E perché dice Ekam? Che vuol dire
He say my, I only.
la mia unica.
Then I say,
Io ho detto,
I have something to say on that.
io ho qualcosa da dire su questo.
I say, Krishna only is Radha.
L'unica di Krishna è Radha.
Why not you say, Mam, Ekam, my one?
E perché io ho detto, ma Ekam, la mia unica.
He became very angry to me.
Mi si è arrabbiato tanto con me.
He said, I am your professor, I teach you Sanskrit, today you teach me Sanskrit.
Dice come io sono maestro.
I am a philosopher, I am a PhD, I am this, that.
Filosofo, sono questo, sono quello, c'ho un sacco di titoli.
I teach to
Tu mi vuoi
masters,
insegnare a me?
teach a student.
Io insegno all'università.
I said, sorry, excuse me. I listened from one sadhu. I
Ho sentito da un
explained.
padre questa cosa.
Over. After 1 year after he come,
Dopo un anno tornato
he starts searching me.
e mi dice,
I think you see him. He was old man,
Yes,
Indian,
yes. You always speak, always.
always Sanskrit
Even
and
in the
reading.
night.
He left his body. He come and he catch my feet.
E ha afferrato i miei piedi
And he said,
e ha detto,
Are what you explain, Krishna explained me this.
dice quello che tu mi hai spiegato, Krishna stesso.
And he said, this is the fact.
Ed è questo
And
il fatto.
he said, if you cannot understand without me, if you want to understand
Dice tu non puoi capire senza di me.
Krishna, you have to go to the shelter of Radha.
Se tu vuoi capire
Then you will
Krishna,
understand Krishna. So I cannot understand Krishna without Radhika.
non posso capire
So he said, Mom, my one takes shelter. And from that moment, always till his last life, he comes to Basane, he live there, he stay here, and he become Radha Bhakta. And he start telling all many pastime, how it happens. I don't going to believe this. Krishna himself say, all you remember but useless, without her understanding and going to herself. See the Uddhava? Because still I am many-pointed. How I will understand without one-pointed practicing to him? Impossible. Only one-pointed practice and only one-pointed. Krishna himself is, I took the mood of Radha, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, 4 cantos. And I covered with the mood of Radhika, with the color of Radhika, that I cannot escape out from her. What is this? This is the mood of Dasi. And why he is telling? That I practice Dasi of Radha, and you don't want to take shelter, then what you love me? If you love Krishna, what is your love? I say something, I do something, what is you following me? He's not following. This is my wish that I think Krishna, but Krishna wish that you serve Radha, go to the shelter to run to Radha, then you can understand. One thing more. One jiva is going to the shelter, and Radhika is the shelter. Guru is shelter, but Guru is the dasi of Radhika. So I went to shelter because you are my shelter, Radha. He said, yes. But my goal is something. Krishna is my goal. Yes. You have to go to goal, my goal. Why he sent to Manjari to search Krishna? My goal is Krishna. Bring him. Yes. The jiva go to Krishna. Krishna said, why you come to me? My goal is Radha. He said, no. Radha said that you are goal of her. But Krishna said, my goal is Radha. And when I go to her, she said, no. My goal is Krishna. And when you go to Radha, she says, Krishna, you say, my goal is Radha. And when the jiva moving in these two circles is a Maharaj. When they start moving for Radha, Radha sent to Krishna, Krishna sent to Radha. You have no time to go think out. this is your circle. You in that circle. Chittavritti, that says Chittavritti is gone, change. Your circle is changed, now this circle is moving. That's it, Maharaj. Vritti change. Means the circle of your thinking is changed. Yeah, this is the thing. Before was I in material circle, and now I am this circle. And this say Guru Kripa. By this realization, we say mercy of Guru. My circle now changed. Understand? Nitai. These things are clear in Chaitanya Charitamrita. What a merciful Prabhupada. And somebody say Prabhupada is wrong. Slap in his face. If he is not there, we are nowhere. How you can find from Bangla or Hindi these things? Never. And forget. I want to read Bangla and English. I fearfully not read because I will lose the alphabet of English. Because the feeling is sure in Bangla very high. I understand. But I cannot talk with you. I will go more in. Hindi, then I will forget English. My English is not good. To keep on my English words, I listen and practice in English. And Prabhupada, all a gift of Prabhupada. I know only by English books. I know read out of Prabhupada anymore. I don't want to read Anandas Babaji book or no book. Two books, Prabhupada and Anandas Babaji. I have no faith in other books. They are realized what? They are giving mercy with their words. Life can change with that verse.
La vita può cambiare con quelle parole.
Bhagavad Gita is a Manjari Sarup Sadhana. Can you bring this Bhagavad Gita, read and see Prabhupada right or not? But you cannot understand when you have no Manjari Sarup Sadhana. 317. You will see Karma Yoga. Read it. Somebody read it. Catch the book and read it. Suniti was there, why not you watch her?
Why not you read?
Go.
But for one who takes pleasure in the self.
Self. Who will take pleasure in self?
Who meditate.
Self is a soul. And self means form self. If not form is there, he is impersonal. He will get three things: marginal, conditional, and independency. Prabhupada writes. Bhagavad Gita last page. I will be marginal, ping pong, ping pong. 10 days very nice devotion and 10 days sense enjoyment. Ping pong, ping pong. And this soul is conditioned with so many doors and windows. And plus my ego.
It's a big plus.
Plus my anger. Plus negative mind. These are all plus. Never thinking positive. These are plus I do by my karma. What is karma? This is karma to block myself. Plus my philosophy. Confused knowledge. Yeah, many plus.
Many plus and minus.
Yeah, my karma plus.
Bad association.
So I cannot see myself. If I see self for 1 minute, again come to material body and start identifying my senses. Come for 5 minutes, maybe by help of all Vaishnava, again go back to my sense condition. When I know stay, how I will develop my form? Impersonal. Read Prabhupada. Words.
But for one.
Now read again.
But for one who takes pleasure in the self.
Self. Pleasure. Pleasure means relation. Rasa. Rasa, juicy. In self. How we can be a juicy with dryness, with material identity? Table can become juicy. This box can become juicy.
No.
Why? Material. We want to be juicy with identifying my senses, identifying my material body, identifying, forgetting my soul, and not try to know my form, which form I am living and want to take the juice.
In questo modo vogliamo prendere il succo, cioè non è possibile.
Right?
Non è possibile.
Go on.
Whose human life.
No, repeat again. Yeah. You understand? Till not understand, repeat it.
But for one who takes pleasure in the self.
That's the point. If you understand, all set. Go on now.
Whose human life is one of self-realization.
Self-realization. He is self-realized person.
Cioè, di una persona che ha realizzato il sé,
He knows himself.
cioè che conosce se stesso.
Nobody can make fool. No senses can make fool to him.
Nessuno può imbrogliare,
He is a self-realized.
non possono confondere.
If I realize my any senses and I say self-realized bogus, I realize my one senses, or two senses, or maybe three senses,
Se io
but many attachments,
i miei sensi
karma creating.
molti attaccamenti, questo crea karma.
But who realize himself
Realizza se stesso,
and he become?
One whose human life is
No, first.
Pleasure in the self.
Pleasure in self, pleasure,
chi trova piacere nel sé,
loving, juicy in self.
chi è che busca questo succo,
How you can be without juicy, you will live there.
se non c'è succo vivresti.
Jesus was juicy.
Gesù era
He was in self as a son.
perché era nella sua
Understand?
realizzazione come
This was his juice.
questo vuol dire
If he leave his self, he has no relation with his father.
che ha realizzato se
So he never leave his juicy point.
stesso, lui era sempre in relazione
Understand or not?
e quindi era sempre
Why I give the example of Jesus to understand it.
perché vi sto dando l'esempio di Gesù.
He was juicy, he was self-realized, and he is living in pleasure of himself.
E lui viveva nel piacere del sé, cioè fine l'identità.
Juicy. Until his crucifying, he said, I am your son. He would never live with this juicy taste. Right or not?
Lui non ha perso questo sentimento,
Ready to die, ready to leave this
pronto,
material body, but his juice was never, he never leave his juicy nature.
He never left his Ishta.
ma non è mai
Ishta, and right, your Ishta, and never leave his identification.
E questo vista,
So Ishta, Savior has to be always there.
di essere sempre lì
So why,
nella relazione.
when Savior is there, why he crucifying? Crazy. Live with his story. See the reality.
Dice, guardate la
He is not painful.
lasciate perdere
He again
le storie che dicono che
come out.
è morto.
He never died. He still is. But he's juicy. His identification makes juicy.
Lui è una persona che aveva questo
Yeah, go on. Repeat it, yeah.
e ripeti di nuovo.
whose human life
La cui vita
is one of self-realization.
è quella di una persona che ha realizzato
First from the beginning. You read.
Pleasure.
But for one who takes pleasure in the self,
ma per chi
Try to practice this.
nell'essere nel sé, nel dimorare
Sorry.
nel sé, cercate di praticare,
Pleasure in yourself.
provate piacere nel
Then
sé.
other pleasure will be nothing for you.
Se fate questo gli altri piaceri non sono
Higher
sempre
taste.
niente per voi,
Higher pleasure.
perché questo è un piacere
And this identification. Prabhupada write in page 4, Sarup, by devotional practice, you got Sarup and Sarup Siddhi. This is Sarup. Pleasure in self means
svilupparsi di piacere nel sé
Pureness.
significa purezza,
Pancham Prasad. And pleasure means
piacere significa
Sarup,
svalupa,
your identification.
la tua identità,
Without identification, light cannot get the pleasure.
senza
Form get the pleasure.
la forma che è il piacere.
Son get the pleasure. Mother get the pleasure.
Come figlio, come
Beloved get the pleasure. Self become that.
e amato riceve piacere, è il sé che diventa tutto questo.
Yeah.
But for one who takes pleasure in the self, whose human life is one of self-realization,
All set. Yeah, Prabhu. Go on.
and who is satisfied in the self only, fully satiated,
Fully fixed, one pointed.
And
for
satiate
him
means also
there is no duty.
Per lui non c'è nessun dovere,
No duty.
non c'è nessun dovere.
I can give you an example.
Vi posso dare un esempio.
You have to search. One example is in Mogad Mantra.
C'è un esempio qui in Mandi,
There is no duty.
non c'è dovere.
And if you do duty, means you're not situated in yourself.
E se fate... se
All is
fate
your
dovere,
duty. Everything what will happen, you will make it like in your identification. See the life of Jesus.
guardate la vita di Gesù,
What ritual he is doing.
che rituali faceva lui.
This is the thing. Self-realization. Pleasure in yourself.
Riceve l'ex.
Karma Yoga, right?
Karma yoga, giusto?
This is Karma Yoga or
externally,
Jnana Yoga.
only externly good.
È karma yoga, karma yoga.
But Prabhupada write this. Now, I'm not changing his word.
Io non ho cambiato le sue parole, Prabhupada
Hidden.
Maybe before was their explanation
potrà essere.
of their understanding. But I am repeating the word of Prabhupada.
Io sto ripetendo.
You're powerful.
How not? It's a reality word.
No,
I know add any word.
io non c'ho.
They add their words. But I know adds any word. At it is, I am telling. This is the beauty of Prabhupada writing.
È la bellezza di Prabhupada.
Yes, Gurudev, but without your purport, we will not understand so deep. Only superficial understanding, no?
Se però senza il tuo commento non potrà
I am
questa
nothing,
comprensione.
Baba.
Senza il tuo commento.
Prabhupada is giving us. One time I say I will learn with this Sanskrit also and Hindi also more improvement I will do. I was not a good student. When I start reading page 4, I cannot study more than that. Always I am repeating page 4.
And last.
Crazy, eh?
And last.
And last, one day somebody say I start reading that. And last paragraph. And in last paragraph he concluded everything about self. How you can get the pleasure. You see, he conclude everything what you want. If you have no intelligence here, then what we can do? But the Hindi they say Krishna Bhakta hoy bado chatur. Chatur means very bad word. Who is the devotee of Krishna? In Hindi, chatur means very bad. Very clever.
Expert.
No, expert is a good word.
Like cunning.
Cunning. I forget that word. He's very cunning. What? Cunning means who cleverly find out the subject reality. Cunning person do this. Like my Krishna Kirtan is also very cunning. He searched many things from many places. Chatur. This is Chatur in Hindi. If not nobody can escape from his eyes and intelligence here because he is a Krishna Bhakt Chatur. This is cunningness. There you can find cunning. Krishna Bhakt, real Krishna Bhakta is Chatur. You see? Chatur. Foolish are not Krishna Bhakta. They are planning to do. Cunningness. Cunning. Research. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Nitai Gaur.
So Guru, that you're keeping yourself lower with English versions and everything for us. Otherwise you go too deep and then we cannot follow you.
I will forget all English words. So keeping on, by mistake I have only Western devotees. Only one person. What I can say.
Thank you, Gurudev. What a wonderful mistake. Thank you for this mistake.
Only my brothers and sister and friend are Western. What I do? One day, Paramadati Maharaj said, I from Germany 5 years, 6, 7 years before. But I have South American. And you are Indian, you have all German. How you manage all Western? I say, you teach me one day. The Europeans are like this. I become very humble to them. I become servant of all. They give mercy to me. And I was in America. You say me, Americans are. I say, what is this meaning? He say, I will do this, I will do this, I will, but not expect anything from that. I asked also, why you say like this about European? You are also European. He said, I am also 40 on this. But I also don't like this. Very friendly is teaching me. Be careful, we are traveling this way. I say, you are so kind.
Dice prima di insomma di dare queste cose in giro perché sai stai viaggiando.